not just stories in the dark. Static crackles, a voice leaves a mark. Step closer, the truth's not far. Monsters awaken where nightmares are.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Monsters Unleashed. Step in, stand hard, no turning back. Monster Mike hits the front line, cutting through the dark. Boots hitting the ground like he's calling something out. If the night wants to move, it moves through him first. He wants answers, and he takes them. We move in, no fear, eyes sharp, heart steady. We walk the dark, we hunt the unseen. We stand together and push through anything. Monsters Unleashed, coming alive tonight. Trisha hits the right flank, silent and locked in. She feels the forest breathe, hears a shift before it breaks. One glance and she knows when something's watching. Doug pushes forward like he owns the trail. Strong stride, no pause. If something's waiting, he's the one in me. We walk the dark, we hunt the unseen. We stand together and push through anything. This is the team, this is the fight. This is Monsters Unleashed, pulling the night in tighter.
We're the best there is, and I'm telling you, yes, I'm excited. Woo!
Woo.
Woo. Oh, Lord. Welcome to another night with Monsters Unleashed. Boy, it's been a long week. Been a real long week.
I feel that.
I got another long one next week, too. But, hey, we've got a good guest tonight. We really do. This was a good one. Trisha, thank you for finding her. She's an awesome lady. But first, let's bring Donna out. I forgot to bring Donna out. Hello, Donna.
Hello, Donna.
You were down there on the bottom, and I just didn't see you. And then I'm like, I'm missing somebody. Oh, Donna.
I'm here. I don't know how long it'll stay, but I'm here.
Well, it was good having you while we got you.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. It's never a Monsters Unleashed show unless there's a technical difficulty.
Absolutely.
It's part of our charm.
Yeah, it's part of our charm.
Speaking of charm, this new guest, I want to get her out here as soon as we can because it's lonely back there. And plus, we have Randy, Rockin' Randy in the backstage. And it's hard to tell. Randy will try to pull with her back there. So we need to get her out here. Let's introduce her.
In the dark where the strange things flicker, Jennifer Hicks takes you in a little deeper.
Cryptids, UFOs, stories that chill, the truth's out there, and she's got the thrill. Welcome to creepy culture, where the unknown comes alive.
Hello, Jennifer. How are you?
Almost Jennifer.
Hi, how are you guys?
Doing great. Doing great. You know, a little birdie told me that you just went to a totally new platform with your show. You've like stepped up your game, your whole game.
I'm trying.
Yeah. So you did your first actual video podcast this week.
I did. Thanks to you guys helping me. I did.
Well, I mean, we're glad to have helped you. But I mean, did it feel different? You know, being able to see them on screen and everything, did it give you more of a personal connection to your
Very
person?
much, yes.
I like it myself. I mean, audio is fine. You know, you can always pull the audio from your videos, though. I like seeing the person that I'm talking to.
Yes.
I watched it. It looked great. You did a great job on it. It looked
Yeah, I watched
amazing.
it twice.
Thank you guys.
And then plus edited it for you. So, I mean.
I know. I appreciate it.
But
I still don't know how to do that. So
Trisha, you want to go ahead and let the cat out the bag about Jennifer?
I found Jennifer on one of the Bigfoot pages on Facebook. And then I noticed we had a lot of mutual friends. So I added her, and she had posted that she was looking for people to talk to get their experiences, their encounters on cryptids and aliens, UFO encounters, paranormal, near-death experiences. And I'm like, you know what? I've been having things happen to me. I've not had anybody reach out to interview me. Let me just ask her if she would like to come on our show. So I did, and she agreed. We had a phone call, about a 2, almost 3 hour phone call, and she told me her story. And I found it so fascinating because we've never had anybody with her experience on our show. So this is the first time we've had somebody with a UFO encounter. And we've gotten to know each other, through the phone, not face to face yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I'm excited for her to be able to come down and take her into the OBL sometime. That's how I found her, and she's become a really good friend to me, and I love her to death. She's like a sister, and now she's kind of partnered up with us with Monsters Unleashed, and she does her own show, and she's doing amazing at it. So it's Jennifer Hicks. Creepy
Speaking of
culture.
good friend, someone becoming a good friend, not to cut you off, but I can't do this to Randy. I got to bring Randy out. He's sitting back there. He looks so lonely in black and white, sitting backstage there and stuff. And he says voices speak to him when he's alone. So I'm going to keep it open. But go ahead. Yeah, Randy is our partner in crime here. He's played a big part of our show here lately. So, so Jen, I'm going to move you up here if you don't mind. Would you give us a little bit more about you and more about your story and stuff? And as soon as I find the right, here we go. There we go. Now you can just look down at us and talk to us. We're below you.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had weird things happen to me my entire life. I thought I was normal like everybody did, but apparently that's not the case. And it's hard to tell people because they look at you like you're completely nuts when you share something that you've experienced. But as I grew older, I did meet people that have experienced weird stuff their whole life too. And I don't know if we're just different than everybody else or more sensitive to things than everybody else or what. But and then, I had that UFO thing that totally freaks me out. And I didn't see no aliens or anything, but I get triggered when I see those gray aliens and humming noises wig me out. So I'm pretty sure that's something I remember in my head, but I don't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you're not alone when it comes to that. There's a lot of other people out there that say that they don't remember anything about their experience, but they get triggered when they see certain things, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
flash memory. And
Yeah.
same thing with people with amnesia. They don't remember everything, but something will trigger a memory. You know, but tell us what exactly happened to you. Uh, Trisha was telling me kind of a story like where you were driving home or something like that, and you went to pull in your driveway.
Mm-hmm. It was I don't know. I think it was like 2001 or something like that, and I can't remember exactly. Um, but me and my best friend, she was at my house. Her and her husband and our kids were there, and I don't know if it was a weekend or if it was summertime, but it was hot out, and the kids were outside playing, and we had went to the drive-through. In Ohio, we have drive-throughs. You just drive through them, and you can buy pop, beer, cigarettes, chips, whatever. It was 3 miles from my house, and this is like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So me and my best friend, her name was Cindy, we basically just went to the drive-through 3 miles away. We got what we needed to get, and we were coming right back. And on the way back, right before you get to where I lived at, her car died. She was driving this little Ford Escort, and the car died. And we remember the car dying, and we remember starting it back up and talking like, that was weird, the car died. And we just went to my house. And when we walked in the house, everybody's like, where have you guys been? And we're like, to the drive-through, and they're like, you guys have been gone for like 2 hours. And we're like, what? And we just thought they were being dramatic, or the kids were just too excited to get whatever snacks we'd got them or whatever. And at the time, we had boyfriends or whatever that were jerks, real controlling. So we were kind of in trouble, actually. They were like, where you guys been for 2 hours? Did you stop at yard sales? And we're like, no, we went to the drive-thru and came right back. And we just thought they were being jerks. We blew it off, didn't pay no mind to it, didn't talk about it no more. The only thing that was talked about after that was she was nervous to drive home because the car had died. And, it was like a 20-minute drive down the freeway back to her house. So she was nervous that her car died, but her car never died again after that, ever. But I think it was like a couple months later, me and her, we talk on the phone every day still. I still talk to her every day. A couple months later, I had remembered something. So I asked her, I'm like, Sin, do you remember that day we went to the store and we got in trouble because we were gone too long and whatnot? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you remember when the car died in the middle of the road? I said, do you remember something up the top of the tree on the side of the road? And she was like, actually, I do. And I said, well, what'd you see? And she said, I saw a Zeppelin. What'd you see? And I said, I saw an airplane without wings. So I don't know why we didn't remember that right away. And then the other weird thing was, we thought we restarted the car in the middle of the road, but we actually restarted the car, and we had drove past the last house before where I lived at, and we were actually in their driveway restarting the car. So that was really weird too. So I don't know how we got in that driveway because we had already passed it. So it was behind us. So we're not sure how we got in that driveway either. So what I saw at the top of the tree, if you look up through the windshield, it was so big, it looked like the middle part of an airplane without wings. And it didn't have any like seams or rivets. It didn't have any numbers or anything on it. It was very dark gray, and it had real deep gouges along the bottom of it, like it went skidding through some rocks or something. And this tree is like 60 foot tall, and it was hovering right at the top of the tree. It made no sound, and it just sat there. And it took up your whole view. Like I remember looking up through the windshield and I couldn't see anything but that. And I lived by Wright Pat, and I'm telling you right now, if that was an airplane that low, it would knock your ears out, for real. Also, airplanes don't sit above trees. So after we figured out that we both saw something on top of the tree the day that car died, it's kind of traumatizing because we were like, oh my gosh, were we really gone that long? And if we were, where were we at? And also, what happened to us? You know what I mean? So we still don't remember anything else. That's all we remember.
Yeah,
And that was about it.
Tricia was telling me that your friend had something peculiar in her head.
She's got a little bump on the back of her head, and she's had it there ever since that happened. And she's had dermatologists look at it. She's had the doctor look at it. She thought it was like a mole or something. They said it's not a mole. And then for a long time, she thought it was like a zit or something. But it's still there, and it won't heal. And they've gave her medication for it, and it's still on the back of her head right now. So we don't know what that's about either.
So
Well, we have a video.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
Go ahead, Tricia.
Well, I was going to say is, so it doesn't bother her. She's not in pain from it. They ruled out like a cyst. They ruled out a mole. It's just there.
Yep.
Wow.
Tricia found a video that she sent me. She wanted me to play it for you. I don't know if you've seen it already or what. But
I did.
Let's watch this video and get your thoughts on it.
The idea of capturing souls, as bizarre as it seems, is actually relatively common in the abduction material, especially Carla Turner's work. And she describes, there's several instances, more than several, there's probably half a dozen, in which people have described the very same thing, a black box being placed. So this is in the context of an abduction. So let's say there's a woman who's been abducted. She's laying out on a table, naked of course, laying out on the table, and the grays are around her. She's immobilized, and those usual procedures, reproductive procedures, are being performed on her, where they're extracting eggs and so forth, implanting zygotes into her womb, and sometimes these individuals, returning to our particular scene here, this woman would have a black box. So she's laying on her back, so the black box is placed like at the top of her head, right behind her head, situated right behind her head. And what she would experience then is, in the words of the abductees, they feel like their soul is being sucked into this black box. And then they sort of have a different perception. They can see their body on the table. It's like a near-death experience. So what they proceed to describe is very much like a near-death experience, in which their consciousness or their soul or whatever is contained within this box.
Okay, so that wasn't what I thought it was talking about. I thought it was talking about the spot. So I hadn't watched the video, but yeah, I mean, that's another common thing too that's going on that people talk about.
Well, I've never heard about that before, but I know they put implants in people. There used to be a doctor that me and Ethan were talking about that used to get implants out of people. Like they would be up their nasal cavity or in their hand, little tiny implants that he used to remove out of people. So I haven't heard about the black box thing. That's really deep right there. But
the way that I was looking at it was like, your friend, it just shocks me about this mark, this random spot on the back of your friend's head. Okay. And when you guys were abducted and you guys can't remember much, and she's got that spot now and the doctor can't figure out what it is and it's not bothering her. What if she had a black box attached to her? Because it's on the back of her head, right? And this guy's talking about they put a black box, they attach it to the back of their head. You know, this black box was removed. Could that have been what made that mark?
I don't know.
That's the way, like when I
Anything.
saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, did she have a black box attached to her? And this is like the evidence of, you know, something being there making the mark. I don't know. I'm still kind of stumbling my words about it because when I watched this video, I watched it several times and it just reminded me of your friend's mark. Every time I watch it, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, could this explain why she has that mark?
I mean, anything's possible. I have no idea if that's why it's there. I was thinking, I mean, myself and probably her too, we were mostly thinking on the line of an implant.
Oh, that too, yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not sure. We don't even know what happened. I just know after that I got triggered over certain sounds, and seeing gray aliens freaking me out now. So
Yeah, you know, there was a movie that come out in the early 2000s, and it was about these people that were being abducted and stuff like that. And when Trish told me about the place in the back of her head, you know, in that movie they were abducting people and they were putting chips in people so they could find them so they could abduct them again. You know, and it was just a constant thing. And they spoke about a doctor on there too that was removing those chips and everything, you know, from people.
mhm.
But you know, I don't know if I've shared this with you, Jen, but back in the late '90s, I actually saw what I believed to be a UFO. And a friend of myself and a friend, we were hunting up in Kilsyte, West Virginia, and we were squirrel hunting, and we'd went in and we'd been killing squirrels right and left. And I shot this one while I lost it and I couldn't find it. And we're walking in around this tree. We're looking for this squirrel, and we look out and way back through the woods, and there's nothing back there. It's just wilderness. But way back out through the woods, we could see something above the trees, and it was just right above the trees, and it was silver and kind of oval shaped, you know.
Mhm.
And what come to mind to us was, is that a water tower out there? I mean, you know, because it was way back out there, but you could see it. We're like, is that a water tower? I didn't know there was a water. Why would a water tower be out there? And then we were discussing this, and like, we don't know. I mean, we don't know what town would have put one way back out there in the middle of the woods like that, you know. And so we thought no more about it, and we finished out our day hunting. And coming back out, we stopped back by that tree again to look for this squirrel that we never found. And I decided to give that another look, and it wasn't there. It wasn't there anymore. And like we were both freaked out over that because we're like, well, whatever it wasn't the Goodyear blimp. If it was, the blimp was about to go down because it was right on top of the trees, and which would have been right under radar range, you know. And it was there, but then it wasn't the next time that we came through there. And we're talking, it was probably 2 hours later we came back through, and it was gone. And if he was here, if I was able to contact him, he'd verify everything that I said because, you know, we talked about that years later, and we always wondered what it was. And I told him, I said, well, I think it was a damn UFO.
Mhm.
But I mean, you just don't go spouting off UFOs to people and everything, because people look at you like you're crazy, about like seeing a Bigfoot. You know,
Mhm.
people look at you like you're crazy and stuff.
I don't even
So
care anymore. But that sounds like one of those egg-shaped UFOs that you might have seen.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I think it was.
Yeah,
Um,
you're talking about those implants tracking people.
yeah,
I really believe that because my best friend's grandmother and her aunt, let's see, she had it written down in the back of an encyclopedia, the letter U encyclopedia for UFO. Her grandma wrote it down in the back of the encyclopedia what happened to them, but they had come home from somewhere, her grandma and her aunt, and there was a UFO hovering over the barn, and it like scorched the top of the barn and stuff, but they got frozen on the sidewalk. So I'm pretty sure her aunt and her grandmother got abducted. And then my mom told me that when she was little, this would have been like in the 40s or something, but she said her and her mother, my grandma, and a few of her siblings were out front standing on the sidewalk as well. And she said there was this big white light that just whited out everything. And my grandma told my mom for everybody to hold hands because my mama thought Jesus was coming back. So I'm pretty sure they got abducted too, but they thought it was Jesus coming back. But I asked my mom what happened, and she couldn't remember anything after that. She said she just remembers holding hands. And I can't ask her anything else because she's not here. And I asked my sister and my brother if mom ever mentioned that to them, like if she told them any more of it. And she never even mentioned to them. She only said it to me. So I think they definitely abduct family lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just my opinion, but I think they do.
Well, let's take a moment here real quick and play an ad. We're having a Christmas special on December the 23rd at 9 p.m. That'll be on a Tuesday. Let me play. I did a little song. I don't know how much everybody likes the songs. I did a little song and a little ad for this. So let me go ahead and play this real quick.
Is near. Run or stand, hide or pay, judged by fire, taken away. This ain't a tale for children's sleep. This is the dead, the dark collects. Monsters unleashed. No mercy. No escape. Walks, Monsters Unleashed is near.
He is one spooky feller, I'm telling you.
That was pretty cool.
So people, I'm telling you right now, if your kids have been naughty, on December the 23rd, Krampus is going to be right here. And he's going to be going over the list because the time is nearing. And I think it's going to be an awesome show. I really do. Randy told me about this and Tracy. And so we've set it up. We had to write a letter. We had to be naughty all year in order for him to pay us a visit. So, I mean, I don't know. Everybody get out their crucifixes and stuff because.
Well, he's been naughty. I've been good. I'm the golden child. So, I'm gonna be. You know, mic muted, camera off, saying prayers with my Bible, my cross in my hand. Because he
This
dealt with
this
pretty
is the
crazy
girl
people.
that's married to Michael, but buys Doug Christmas gifts. Now tell me that's not
That
being
was
nice.
that was awesome.
I
Yeah.
like Doug better. This was supposed to be a secret.
But sorry, Jen, to throw us off track there. I know the show's about you tonight, but I had to play that video and stuff, and I invite everybody to come out and watch. And that wasn't the devil in our picture. That was Chat GPT's rendition of Krampus. So I don't want to think people think we're Satan worshipers and we're throwing that out there or anything because
I'm 100% opposite. I do not
yeah,
worship
yeah.
him at all because I'm out here, investigating cryptids. It does not make me a Satanist. It does. I believe in God. Okay, He's my creator. He has carried me through so much. Um, I would never worship anything satanic. I'm curious about what the Bible tells us, and the Bible does tell us about these cryptids. So I'm going to look into my curiosities a little bit more, a little bit deeper.
But yeah, we're not only going to talk to Krampus himself, but we're also going to explore one of the most famous cryptids of all time. And I'm not talking about Bigfoot. I'm not talking about Dogman. I'm not talking about the Yeti. I'm talking about Santa Claus. Santa Claus is considered to be a cryptid, and so we're gonna explore the origin of Santa Claus during that show, and it's going to be interesting because you're going to find out a lot of cool facts that you never knew. Um, so it should be a very interesting show, and we got this fella hollering, "Yeah, Doug!" Oh, Doug. By the way, our drawing that we're going to have, it ended at 7:00 p.m. and we will be doing that drawing live right here on the show later on in the video. So make sure you stay tuned if you've entered to win. If you're in the chat now. But so Jen, so tell us about your show that you have right now, Creepy Culture.
I'm brand new. I haven't been doing it for very long, just a few months or whatever. I'm just covering cryptids, paranormal stuff, UFO stuff, and conspiracy stuff. I'm trying to do that part anyway.
That's a rabbit hole right there. The conspiracy
Sure.
thing. Listen, Trisha is your girl. I'm telling you right now. She can go down the conspiracy rabbit hole all day long. And there's not a rope long enough to pull her back out of it. I'm telling you, when she gets down in there ain't no getting her out.
I feel her pain.
I've gotten so deep in a conspiracy that I remember calling, I believe it was my dad. I was headed to his house, and I don't know if I called my mom or if I called him, but I was so deep in a conspiracy that there was a black SUV, two of them following me on my tail, that I called. I want to say it was my dad, but it could have been my mom. And I said, hey, they're following me. I just want to let you know if something happens, I love you. So yeah, I am a pretty big into conspiracies. There's one that I won't go back down because it, like I just said, it had me scared that somebody was following me and I was going to go poof, gone. Because most people that do get deep in that rabbit hole, poof, gone.
I get
We
stuck
got
in
you
them
back
myself.
on and we pulled you out of the hole.
Hey, they keep taking me away. What can I say? That's my patient. I don't have anybody with him. So he's
Oh,
yelling
okay.
back and forth. He's also the one that has all the flashbacks from he was abducted. So he's now has dementia. And his flashbacks are of that episode in his life. He's also a veteran. So he has some pretty, and over the last month, it has been pretty horrendous. He does have a chip behind his knee. He have antibodies in his blood that nobody can explain. All the doctors, I've cared for him for years and years, so I know all his medical. And
Oh, wow.
this would have happened in the early 60s because he worked for NASA. He's actually worked for NASA. So it some things can get a little hairy, especially with certain discussions. So I don't know if that's doing it or whether it's just the snowstorm.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, Donna got all dressed up. We were going out on a date after the show tonight, but the snow has come in and I just can't make it there.
I'm telling you, that's always my luck. I always lose the good ones. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's bad. So we are trying to get registered for the West Virginia Bigfoot Festival. And that'll be in October. And Donna, that is 3 hours from your house.
I checked that out and I even went to the maps and mapped it out. So if you get it, let me know. I will definitely make plans to get there.
And that should be pretty close to your house too, Jen.
Yeah, it's not far.
Yeah, so it'd be awesome if we could meet you two fine ladies up there. And I think it'd be great. And the West Virginia Bigfoot Festival is huge. It really is. We went last year and it was awesome. It was stupid fucking hot, but it was very awesome. I mean, I thought my fat ass was going to melt. It was bad.
Oh man, we ended up camping at this campground. There's no service anywhere in this campground. You have to rely on the satellite messaging, which sucked. And we had like 2 massive thunderstorms and lightning storms that rolled in on us. I stayed in my Jeep. I was like, I'm not sleeping in that tent. It's under the tree. I know what happens. I'm not going in the tent. I was panicking so bad. But other than that, in the heat, it was an amazing time.
Yeah, there were several times we all crawled up out of the tents and got in our vehicles because it was thundering and lightning. I mean, it was just pissing down the rain. And I mean, we stayed dry, but we were camped up underneath of this tree. The campsite that they gave us was on a slope, and it was the only level spot that was under that tree to put our tents. So we were just damned.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if anybody that's watching the show or anybody watches this video on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, if we get the booth, we will let you know, and we will be there, and we'll be doing public appearances. And we're not the type of group that's going to say, hey, yeah, $20, I'll autograph this or whatever. You just come on by our booth and see us, and we'll say hi to you, and we'll shake your hand. We'll sign any autographs if you want us to, and we'll have a bunch of merch there and stuff, and we're just going to have a good time. Hopefully, we can have Miss Donna Copus there doing some speaking at our booth and stuff like that, telling some of her stories. And
Absolutely.
And Jen, if she can get there. I'd love to have Jen and Donna with us.
yeah,
I love going to them. I go to Salt Fork every year. So
and we're going to have Sneaky there too. You're going to be able to get your copies of Sneaky Sasquatch there,
so cute,
autographed by the writer if we can get him to show up. But yeah, that and my other books, we'll have all those available there too, cheaper than you can get them on Amazon, by the way. So it'll be your time to get them. And I know that was a bad plug for my books. I apologize, but I mean, when you've got them out there, you might as well try to sell them. You can buy all 4 of my books on Amazon. Just look them up, Michael Van Webb, author, and you'll find all of my books. Oh,
Duh.
Doug. Oh, God.
Well, welcome, Doug. Don't tell my husband you're in here.
I don't know. But but yeah, so we're gonna have a good time. We're really gonna have a good time. This is this is mine and Trisha's passion to do this type of work, and we love doing it. And if you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You know, it's only going to help us grow bigger and help have the algorithm to help pick up our videos and stuff and get us out there. So if you don't care, please subscribe and like the video, comment. Please comment on the videos. That helps us also too. And plus, we like reading your comments. So, and I'll tell you what, this video here, after it posts tonight on YouTube, on the 23rd, I will do a giveaway. And I will give you your choice. If you go in the video and you type in Monster Mike in the video, I'll give you a choice of either the Sneaky Sasquatch books or my other two books, which are In the Shadows of These Mountains and Echoes in the Hollows. You'll be able to choose which two. And I will order those books, I will autograph them, and I'll send them to you. But you'll have to type Monster Mike in this video in the comments after it's posted. Don't type them in chat right now. It doesn't count. Just after the video is posted. So tomorrow, go in and type in Monster Mike in the comments, and you'll get a chance to win a set of those books. That's a pretty good deal.
It is a good deal. And let me just add, you don't have to have kids to get the Sneaky Sasquatch books, because I didn't even read them to my kids. I read them to myself.
Yeah, they're really good.
They are really good. They're really cute. They're amazing.
Every chapter is, I'm going to get them up here to the camera. Every chapter has an illustration of some sort. If I can get to an illustration here. Yeah, each chapter, when you turn the page, each page, there's an illustration for the kids to enjoy. And they're good books. They are. Yeah, I'm not saying it because I wrote them, but I think that I really outdid myself when I wrote those books. So, and it was all my wife's idea. She told me, said, hey, you should write a children's Sasquatch book. I'm like, okay. So, and I have one more that's getting ready to come out. So as soon as I can quit producing television shows and I can get back to my writing a little bit.
Well, speaking of Sasquatch, go ahead, Randy.
The next 10 people who watch this video at any time live or in YouTube or anywhere else that's wonderful shows always being posted at Channel 12 TV network, because it's Christmas, we will give away a 1-hour free TV show of your own. So your show will be aired on Channel 12 TV network across the world for somebody to see. But it's the next 10 people that buy a book. We'll put them in the drawing for that night also, Mike. And because you guys are so loved at Channel 12 TV network, we want to give something else to you.
Oh, that's awesome. So if they buy a book, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they buy all 4 of your books. We will, and we'll put them in the drawing. And once they're drawn on when you guys have your next drawing, we'll give them a 1-hour free TV show of their own, whatever they want to talk about, their business. If they've got something they want to sell or something they want to talk about, Channel 12 will actually give them 1 hour of free airtime, and it will be produced and everything. That's all they have to do is show up and do the show.
So if you buy my books, just email us at monsters.unleashed25@gmail.com. Let us know your name, you bought the books, and we'll hook you up with Randy to get you a show.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do your own show, then you can get a live presence on one of our mini shows that we have on there.
Yes.
You can be a guest, come in and co-host a show with us and everything. If you'd like to be on Monsters Unleashed show, come in and help co-host the show with us and have a guest to it. You can ask questions too, or if you just want us to be your guest, it's whatever you want to do. We're there. We're there for it. But there's the email address on the screen. That's monsters.unleashed at 25@gmail.com. That's a good idea, Randy. Really good idea. I'll be down with it. But Jen, back to you. I'm sorry, honey, I keep cutting you off.
Oh,
And,
you're fine.
I know that you had Ethan Oates on your show this week. It was a good show. I watched it several times, and everything. I'm really interested in the thing that they're doing right now. They're getting ready to start doing in the LBL. Talked to Daryl Denton about it a little bit, and Daryl, of course, was on our show here a few weeks back. And everything. I like to get with Ethan Oakes and speak to him about it also too. So we're going to try to get him booked on the show.
He's booked. I got him booked.
Oh, you got him booked? Okay.
Yep, he is booked.
Good deal. Good deal. We've got a lot of good people coming up. Trisha, go over our schedule with us if you don't care. Who do we have here coming up soon?
Oh, let's see here. I've booked so many people here recently. I gotta pull up my phone, so I apologize for having my phone in my hand. All right, so next week we have Adrian. Adrian was with you in the Wari last week.
Yeah, Adrian.
On the 27th, we have the author of the book, The LBL Massacre, Steve. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Causey or Casey?
Causey.
Causey. Okay. Sorry, Steve, if you're watching. But we have the author of The LBL Massacre, Steve Causey. I'm so excited for that one.
Yeah, me too.
And then going into January, on January 3rd, we have the one and only Mr. Jerry Millwood. And on January 10th, we have the amazing Ethan Oakes.
That's awesome. Hey, I can't wait for Jerry's. I'm going to tell you right now, Mr. Jerry Millwood, and Randy can tell you, this man is just a plethora of knowledge.
He really is.
This man lives on a piece of property in the South Mountains of North Carolina. And at any given moment, he can walk outside and there's some kind of activity going on. It's crazy. I mean, he's had llamas and all that stuff down in his field and things down there coming. I don't know if they came down there to look at the llamas because they'd never seen no shit like that before or what. But
wait, he's got llamas?
Well, he did have llamas. I don't know what he's got right now. I think he had llamas. He's had alpacas. He's had all kinds of goofy stuff down there.
Oh, man.
He has alpacas down there now.
He's got alpacas down there now.
Well,
he's got Bigfoot. He's got Dogman. He's got things screaming. We've seen alien lights coming out of the woods. We've seen lights hovering over the trees. Rakes out in the yard. A lot of crazy noises out there, and he's going to be a great guest. People need to tune in for that.
Yeah, Jerry. I had the privilege of meeting Jerry in the LBL about a month or so ago, and he is just the most amazing, down-to-earth, respectful guy. I had a conversation about how I was still learning a lot in this field, and he just really uplifted me in everything. So I appreciate him, and I appreciate Rob Effler too. Jerry would be a good one to get on your show, Jen. He would be a real good one to get on your show.
I think you have him scheduled, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, see.
Jerry gets around. I'm telling you right now.
He does, man. He really
Jerry's
does.
like my high school girlfriend who just gets around.
Wow.
But
wow,
you wouldn't know her, Trisha. But anyways, so we were talking, Trisha, and I don't believe we talked to Andy about it, but I'm sure Trisha has, and we talked to you about it, Jen. And we'd like to bring you on the staff of Monsters Unleashed to become a regular on the show every week, and every Saturday. If you said that you'd like to do that, and I think that you'd be a good benefit to our organization.
You just have experience in something that none of us have really had, experience in. So you bring a lot to the table for us, and we appreciate that about you. And you're just amazing to talk to. You're fun, and you just have an amazing personality. So it's really an honor for you to be on our show tonight and every Saturday if you can make it. So we'd love to have you a part of our Monsters Unleashed staff.
Sure. Anytime I'm free, I can do that.
Yeah, sounds good. But and this is her show, and I wanted to bring up something because we were talking about sneaky little Sasquatch and stuff. So speaking of Sasquatch, Jen has a really good story about one throwing a rock at her.
Oh yeah.
If you care to share us that story.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that. So this was in, I don't know, August or September. I had a couple things happen to me, but I was hiking in my regular hiking spot. It's not a very big place, and the woods aren't real thick. You can see through the trees pretty good, and it's basically just a trail, a dirt trail in the middle of these little patch of woods. Because Ohio's like flat, and then it's got little patches of woods, and then it's flat. Well, I was hiking it. I was at the beginning of the trailhead, and I was going down by the creek, and I came back up the hill, and I noticed the woods went quiet. So I stopped hiking for a second just to check my surroundings, be aware, because there had been a report of a black bear running around in like 3 counties around us, like Montgomery, Clark, and Miami County. So I was just checking my environment, making sure something wasn't creeping on me, and I just kept hiking, and I got like 3 more minutes up the trail, and I heard leaves and like branches, like something's getting thrown through the trees, which is exactly what it was. And I caught it out of my peripheral, and it was a rock. It was just coming arched through the trees, and it landed on the trail about 20 or 30 feet in front of me on the side of the trail. And it was a rock about this big, and it hit the ground, and I saw dirt fly. And it was really terrifying after that, because at first I was just like, is a person in here throwing a rock at me? Like I was looking around for a person. And next thing I know, I hear something running through the woods towards me, but I couldn't see what it was. And it stopped running, but I felt like it was like going back and forth right in front of me. Back and forth, I could just hear the leaf litter on the ground crunching real loud. It was, like it sounded like a person walking, but there was nobody there. And I was just sitting there trying to see what was making this noise. I had a gun with me. I pulled my gun out, and let me tell you, it was not a big enough gun for whatever that was. I was terrified. So, I even bent down. I was looking up in the trees. I was looking all over the place. I couldn't see a thing, but I could hear it. And I just kept walking. And right before I got up to where the trail turns into the old forest, it stopped pacing me or whatever. It was kind of like behind me, like walking. You could still hear it walking. So that happened, and I have no idea what that was about. But that's why I had Ethan on, because he talks about things like that going invisible. You can't see them. And I'm a huge Predator fan. Seriously. I even have a tattoo of a predator on my back. And don't think for 1 second I wasn't looking for that mirror effect when that thing was running at me. But it literally bluff charged me, whatever it was, and then just stood there and just was walking back and forth, not even probably 20 feet from me. So that happened. And then 2 days later, I went back to look for that rock. See, I don't know why I did that, but there was no rock on the side of the trail. I didn't see anything, but I heard whatever that was walking paralleling me again. And that time I didn't keep hiking. I turned around and left because I was scared to death. And the first time when that happened, the rock throwing thing, it was 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And the second time I went back, it was right before dark. So I hightailed it out of there that time. So, and I haven't been back in there. And I'm not going back in there unless I get a bigger gun. Because that was terrifying. So
Yeah, I tell you, you know, the people say that these things they throw rocks at you. They're not actually throwing them at you; they're just throwing the rock. Because if they were throwing it at you, they'd have hit you with it.
Absolutely.
This thing is like a rock to them is like a 308 rifle to a hunter. You know,
Oh,
they're accurate with it. They throw these things at deer at full run, hit them in the head, and kill them. You know, that's how they hunt. And these things are massive. I mean, you look at this picture. You look at the size of those railroad tracks down there. You look at the size of that thing. This is a picture that Trisha took up in West Virginia. Those things are freaking massive, and
hmm
and it, I'd rather have a rock thrown at me to let me know it's there and I need to leave than that thing to come out from behind the tree and grab me and throw me out of the woods. You know.
Absolutely. I hightailed it. So both times I wanted to run, but I didn't run. I was walking fast though up out of there. I'll tell you, because there was also a vibe to it too. It wasn't just, whatever. But you got to remember the forest went quiet and there was a very bad, the vibe I got from it made my hair stand up. So, and it made me get stuck in frozen. You know how you get scared and you get frozen? It made me do that for a second. So, yeah, I wasn't happy about that. And I haven't been back in there since. So,
Yeah. I'm always throwing pictures up on the screen, of different stuff, things that we've captured and all this stuff, because I want the evidence to be out there, uh, you know, just stuff that we've got. I want it out there, but I want to clear the air right now. And Trisha and Andy are right here. Trisha's out in the field every week. Andy's right out there with her. I'm out as much as I can. If we show you a photo, you can take it to the bank and you can write it in your Bible that we have went back before we've showed you that photo and we have investigated and we have took photos showing that was not there. We make sure that we're not out here passing around fake photos to anyone. We don't stage anything. Mark Roberts is in our chat right now. He's worked with us. He knows. We went out and we spent a whole evening when we got this photo here. We went out and spent the whole evening into that area recreating the photo. Let's see. I think this is it here. Recreating that photo. So we could prove that it was actually there or it wasn't there. And we went back in, we recreated it, and it wasn't there. And Mark is our witness to this. We're not going to show you anything that we do not believe is real. And our Dogman photos and everything, Mr. Martin Groves himself, Mr. Daryl Denton himself, they have all said that that's exactly what they are. I mean, when you've got someone that's looked this thing in the face and said, yes, that's absolutely what I saw. That's something. Okay. So, I'll leave that right there and we'll step on that. I'm not going to mention it again. But if you've had anybody tell you, hey, they're posting fake photos or anything like that, I can promise you that we do our due diligence on everything that we do. And we're not the kind of people just going to throw something out there.
No, and I don't leave them woods until I recreate that exact photo. I mean, Sunday we were back in there recreating another photo because Andy's wife took a photo of something in it and we went back and recreated it and it's not there. And we spent 12 hours in the woods that day. Just in the one area, just to, prove what she captured was either there or not there. So, I mean, we're both putting in work 12 hours. I can assure you what's being put out is true.
And people, I'm telling you, you're just coming on at the beginning of the ride. Okay. you best buckle up because this roller coaster is going to be like nothing you've ever seen before. We have photos that we have not released yet. We have videos we have not released yet. And I know that we have been kind of slow getting new videos out on YouTube. But I'm telling you, when this stuff is hard to put together, it really is. And I work full time. I'm producing not only this show, I'm helping produce Tracy Jones' show. I'm going to be helping Jen with Creepy Cultures. I'm trying to do 2 shows a week for Monsters Unleashed, and plus work full time. I have a family. I have 4 children at home. I have a wife, so I mean it takes up a lot of my time. But I promise you, we're going to get the videos out to you, and it's well worth the wait. Yes, Randy.
As the owner and president of CEO of Channel 12 TV Network, we don't take shows that fake anything, and you know that, and everybody else who watches our show. If you don't see it, the audience doesn't see it. And I can say right now, of all the shows that have been on Channel 12 TV Network, that Monsters Unleashed is the hardest working show in the field today. Now, I know Miss Trisha. I've seen her videos. We've been on the phone at night, and she's out in the woods going, what in the hell is this? We've heard the screams. We've heard the howls. I've been with her live with you on the phone before and seen things that dog man. So they're not faking anything. I will say this. I don't need to say this to prove that, but Monsters Unleashed, what you see is what you're getting, folks. If they don't see nothing, they're not faking it. And my hats go off to Trisha and all the hard work she puts out there for the show. And Monster Mike, you too, for all the help you help us here at Channel 12. But no, if you want to see the real deal, Monsters Unleashed is the place to see it. I don't care if you're watching on Channel 12 TV Network, you're watching on YouTube, TikTok. These guys are bringing you the real deal. And I know Trish has done this. She'll take a picture of something. She'll go back the next day and take a picture of the same thing. See, it's not there. She's proven to you it wasn't just a shadow. Oh, that's just a dark spot in the woods. No. If it was a dark spot, she wouldn't even release the picture. And that's what I like about Monsters Unleashed. And everybody that works for you guys are the same way. And I give the best of the best to you guys. And if no one's watched this show or you're watching on YouTube, keep track. I'm telling you, I've seen stuff that it floors me that they haven't even shown yet. And Trish, kudos to you for all the hours you put in on it.
It's been long. I'm tired, but I love doing it. And we got a lot of big things coming up for us. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But a lot of exciting things coming up for us. So these new videos that we're working on, they're going to be good ones. They're going to be real good ones.
Also, Michael, Monsters Unleashed is running number 2 on Channel 12 TV Network right now. Tracy Jones is running 1, and you're running 2 and 3. So that just tells you how well people are liking Monsters Unleashed on Channel 12 TV Network, the largest streaming television station in America. You guys are running 2nd and 3rd right now next to Tracy Jones, who's in the 1st place of trending. So, guys, keep up the great work. I'm so happy to be here with you guys each and every week. That's a blessing.
Heck yeah. Oh, you know what? I messed up. Trisha, if you can keep the show going here, I've got to go back in and get this thing to do the drawing here shortly. Accidentally just closed it, so I have to get it back up.
So, anyways, show's about Jen. Sorry, Jen, we got a little off topic. I'm tired, as you can tell. I'm jumbling my words between, mom stuff, taking care of the house, plus field stuff, plus going through footage, plus, going back in and making sure what we saw is what we saw. It's exhausting. It really is. I'm so excited for you to be able to come down and come out with us, and I have a few other people that I'd like to join us when you are able to come down. We were talking about your Sasquatch story and how it threw a rock. I do believe that these things can go transparent, like predator mode. I don't know. I just feel like something happens and you're looking, you're hearing movement, but you can't see it. But it sounds like the movement's like right on top of you, but you're still not seeing anything. What else? What else? What else could it be?
Well, I can tell you this: you have to have hands to throw a rock, so
Yeah,
that kind of narrows that down.
yeah. I got a pretty stealthy dent in my Jeep right now from a rock being thrown down in Colson Hollow a couple weeks back. So I don't know how I'm gonna explain that to the insurance company. I think I might get one of those plungers and try to pull it out myself first. But yeah, it's a pretty good dent in my Jeep. So I don't know if it was just mad because I named my Jeep Sasquatch and it's being territorial over its name or what, but there's a pretty good dent in my Jeep.
You know, I just remembered they had I had went hiking there the week before, and they had you know that yellow tape they put up, like at a
Like
car
a caution
accident.
tape? Yeah.
Yeah, caution tape. They had that up across that trail the week before, and I just remembered that. Just
Well, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
really weird. So have you like looked into reports in that area? If there's any reports of you have?
I have. There's a lot.
Oh man. Well, you
It
get your
looks like
new you get your new pew pew. You got some investigating to do.
Yeah, I'm getting a 10 millimeter. So it looks like they travel Twin Rivers between Montgomery and Preble County is what they're doing.
Yeah.
According to all the reports at the BFRO, and there was a report on Sasquatch Chronicles in the same area. So yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going up Twin Rivers, just following that little river between counties. So
That's their water source. That's how they can get food, too. So, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I know we was talking about Daniel Boone, and Daniel Boone is where I'd like to go to in the spring. I've been reading a lot about that area here lately. Now, insurance will totally believe Bigfoot did it. Well, Mark, I will let you know how that goes. I don't think it's going to go over too well. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's like the size of a softball. That's how big it is. It was crazy. And then the other night I got a video of an orb. Did I show you that video, Jen? I haven't showed you the video. I showed you the picture. I'll show you the video. Yeah, you just see like this glowing light, and it just comes forward, and then it just picks up speed, and it gets really round into like close up to the camera like this. And I didn't notice it until like the day after when I started going through the NVG footage, and I'm like, what the hell is that? So I rewinded it and I slowed it down, was watching it, and I'm like, holy shit. So I didn't even say it was an orb or anything. I just sent it to my dad, and I was like, hey, you tell me what you see in this. And his response is, holy shit. And I've caught another video of an orb coming out of Colson, but it wasn't as good as this one. This one was very clear. Very clear. And that's just a little taste of something that's not been aired yet.
That's not the only orb that you got coming out of there.
No, that's what I was saying. I got that one from when I was coming out of there. It wasn't the Squatch Owl. It was when they were down there filming that movie. And Doug was with me. And when that video gets released, I'm not a bad wife. I was just, in shock at the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, right here. And it kept bumping me out of the camera frame. I'm like, you're bumping me, and I'm focused on it. It's right there. And, and I could see it in my phone, but I would raise up and look over my phone to see if I could see it, like actually see it. And I couldn't see it, but it was showing in my phone. And you see this orb like go through, not around. It goes through this tree. So we're finding all kinds of crazy stuff down there.
Yep. I did get that up. If you'd like to go ahead and do that drawing, I mean, I don't know if everybody's in the chat right now, but we can do it.
Yeah, I mean, if Jen don't care, this is Jen's show. This is all about her.
Oh, you're fine. I'm just sitting here.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and
Before I
do
close it again by accident.
Yeah, before I close it, let's just go ahead and do this drawing room.
All right, so let's bring this up onto the screen here, and we will, let's see, bring it up this way. No, we will bring it up this way. All right, so this is a random YouTube comment thing, and in here I can type in the word that we told you to put in that video, done, and that was if they liked, commented, and subscribed, and shared the video. And we're going to select the date as of today at 7 o'clock p.m. That's the turn-off spot for it. And we're going to now pick the winner. There was... Oh, look at there.
Oh, look at there. Congratulations, Santiago.
So, Mr. Santiago, you are the proud owner of a 1-month subscription to Channel 12 TV network. It's great. It really is. Get in there and watch all kinds of cool stuff. Monsters Unleashed, Tracy Jones Show, Bigfoots of America, Bigfoots of Michigan. What's the name of those other shows, Randy? I'm not...
Man, we have Tracy Jones, Monsters Unleashed, Facts, Deep Facts, and something. It's a brand new. I can't remember all the shows' name, but there's tons of talk shows on there, movies, classic movies, cartoons for everybody. We got 5 new talk shows coming in January. So from Australia, with shows under from the UK. We got movies and TV shows from everywhere. So there's a lot to go by, and join us here on Channel 12. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, not only did you win a 1-month subscription to Channel 12 TV network, but Randy was nice, and he also gifted a 1-hour fully produced show of whatever you want to do. If you don't want to do your own show, you want to be a part of our show or another show, you can do it.
Just let Trisha know if you want to do their show. If you want your own show on Channel 12, we'll be more than happy to oblige you in any way we can.
Yeah, so Santiago, I will be in contact with you. If we could pull up our email. So Santiago, we're going to pull up our email. If you could email us your name, your email, so we can get this set up. I will have it set up for you by no later than tomorrow evening.
Hey, it's a good place to go and watch Christmas movies. Got a shit ton of them on there. Whole bunch of Christmas movies. So some older ones, some new ones, Home Alone. I mean, just all kinds of cool stuff. But hey, it felt nice to give something to somebody.
Indeed. It's the gifting season.
So don't forget, speaking of give stuff away, this video, once it posts to YouTube, later tonight, it'll post. If you go in and you are a subscriber, you have to be subscribed to the channel, or it won't even pick you up. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, type in Monster Mike, Monster Space Mike, and that'll enter you to win a set of my books. You can either choose the Sneaky Sasquatch series. You can choose any of these 4 books right here you see. The 2 Sneaky Sasquatch, In the shadows of these mountains and echoes in the hollows. Either the In the Shadows series or the Sneaky Sasquatch series. That'll enter you for a chance to win 2 of those books. They'll be autographed and shipped straight to you. We'll we'll do that on the 23rd. We're going to have a live broadcast on the 23rd, and we're going to have a special guest that night. Maybe I should play the video again because we have a lot of people in here now that we didn't have before. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me turn off this ticker here. All right, so let's hit you with the video for our show coming up on the 23rd.
From the mountain dark, through blood cold air, horns in the night, say he's there. Bells don't ring to bring good cheer. They warn the wicked, Krampus is near. Run or stand, hide or pay, judged by fire, taken away. This ain't a tale for children's sleep. This is the dead, the dark collects. Monsters unleashed! No mercy!
No mercy. That's right. We're going to have Krampus right here on our show on the 23rd, and he is coming. So if all y'all's kids have been bad, you better tell them that you're going to tell Krampus on them on the 23rd, and he'll take care of the problem because he's hungry.
Did you know Krampus is the brother to Santa Claus?
Yes, he is. Santa rewards the good little boys and girls, and Krampus will eat the bad little boys and girls.
Oh, don't say that. There's probably kids watching this right now.
I'm sorry, kids. If you don't know it by now, you better be good. You better be good. I'm telling you.
It's not just the kids; it's the grown-ups too. So,
Yeah.
Oh, hey, listen, Randy, I've been.
Everybody's coming, Randy. We've
I've
been bad.
been
Krampus is going to be in my house in about 20 minutes after the show. So, I'm already doomed. But yeah.
We've been bad. Some of us have been badder than others.
I have
I'm not saying any names, but I
I've
mean,
been good. I'm the golden child, remember? I've
Yeah.
been good. Gonna be good. Okay, let me just tell you the little inside joke of why I'm, being brought up on the big screen like the bad kid that's going to get eaten by Krampus. So, went Christmas shopping with my husband today, and I didn't know what to get him. And I remembered last year I bought him a welder, and he finds this welder hack because he didn't have one. So I'm like, well, you know what? It's on sale right now. Go ahead, pick which one you want. So we get it, and I come home, and I'm like, but you're not getting it until Christmas. So I wrap it. And on the name tag, I put to Doug from Wifey. And then I wrote on the wrapping paper, don't tell Michael that I love you more. So I guess that was me being a little naughty. But anyways, while we have Jen here, me and Jen would like to kind of tell the audience of what me and her are in the works of doing together. We've had several conversations about this there is a lot of people out there that have had an encounter of aliens, Bigfoot, dogmen, ghosts, you name it, whatever their encounter is, that are really scared and traumatized to speak out about it. And me and Jen got to talking, and we are in the works of putting something together, a show, a safe space for people who are traumatized by what they have encountered to just reach out to us and talk about it. We do not judge. We know that these things happen to people. We know that they are traumatizing. I've had something happen to me. Jen has had something happen to her. And sometimes it's scary to reach out to people without them judging and calling you crazy or saying that you're making things up. So we are in the works of putting something together that gives you guys that have had these traumatizing encounters or experiences or whatever you want to call them, a place to come to and talk about it without being judged. We don't know what we're going to call it yet. We have a few names in mind, but we just want to make a safe space for people that may be having a hard time reaching out and talking about it. And the best way to be able to get over something is by being vocal and talking about it.
Trisha, aren't you bringing a show to Channel 12 too for veterans, for Wives for Veterans and stuff?
Yeah, I am. I am, and also in the works again. I'm a busy woman. I'm a very busy woman, but it has been a dream of mine to start a military spouses podcast. I can't tell you enough how much craziness happens amongst the spouses in the military life. There are some wild things. I mean, things that will blow your ever-loving mind. So, I discussed it, and I think it's a great thing to do. It's going to be spicy. There's times it's going to be real spicy. So have your popcorn and your wine or your beer or whatever you need to drink ready, because this will blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. Obviously, in shows like that, there are certain things that, as a military spouse, we cannot discuss. So everybody that decides to do that show, they have to abide by them certain rules. But I think it's going to be great. I really do. And it doesn't just have to be like current mil spouses. It could be ones that have retired out. It could be family. It doesn't have to be spouses. It could be, mothers of soldiers, uncles, cousins, people that have experienced the military lifestyle. But I know a lot of the spiciness is going to come from the spouses, because I've seen some shit that I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with these people?
That's going to be awesome. We're also going to try to get a new show up. It's called Andy Chia Pet. How long does it take to grow hair? And we all get the chia pets, and we're going to put the stuff on the head, see how long it takes to grow. So it'll be the Andy, Can I Grow My Hair Chia Pet show. So you don't want to miss that.
But this is actually a picture of Krampus that's going to be on the show. I know it was in that video, but this is one of his Facebook pictures here. So yeah, Krampus is on Facebook too. I mean, he's got to find the naughty people.
I can't even look at it. Like, if I look at it, I feel like I'm being possessed. So that's why my head is down, because I can't look at it, because it terrifies me.
I know Krampus very well, and I tell you what, I've had him on my show a few times, and this man's very educated about Christmas and all the good things. And believe it or not, he marries a lot of people. A lot of kids.
Yeah, he's an ordained minister.
Yeah, he marries a lot of people, and believe it or not, he goes to the malls, and the pictures take pictures with Krampus more than they do Santa now. Krampus is he's a wild guy, and man, this is a show you don't want to miss.
Yep, he's actually a pretty good guy.
Really awesome.
He has spoke on his Facebook pages. He's got videos where he talks about that. He absolutely refuses to take pictures with children that are scared of him. Now, if they come up to him and like they want a picture, he'll take a picture with them. But even if parents beg him to take pictures with their children because he's scaring them, he won't do the pictures. I mean, he raises money for Toys for Tots.
Yes, he does. Big money.
In his spare time, this man. Oh yeah, he's a person. Yeah, he's a person. He is called the Baltimore Krampus. You can look him up on Facebook. But he in his spare time he goes around and he cleans up trash in the creeks and the riverbanks and stuff like that, just to to help protect his environment. I mean, he's a good person. He like I said, he's an ordained minister. He marries people. I believe you guys are going to really enjoy the show, and that's why I'm pushing it so hard. I think it'll be pretty good, and plus he's Krampus.
I just got a text from Krampus. He says, "You're not gonna like this, Donna. I'm on my way to your house."
Oh, come on, Daddy, I'm here. Come on. I love monsters.
I can't look at it. It creeps me out. Listen, I can do the dog. Can you stop? Look at that. Krampus. The name Krampus to me. I don't even like saying the name. Just, will you please stop? It terrifies me. This is going to be one heck of a show when he comes on here because I'm going to be like this the whole time. I don't know. It's just I don't know if it's just the way that I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it is creepy. He's cool. He's so cool, and I'm so excited. But it frightens me a little bit. I could do the dog man. I could do the Sasquatches. I could do rakes. I can do whatever else is out there except for the one that starts with a W. But the Krampus really gets me.
Hey Trish, the last show he did for me, he had a cape with Christmas bells on it. And every time he would talk, the bells would ring. It was really cool.
Well, I'm just going to put this out there now. When we do the show, if anybody's voice goes demonic, I'm out. That's it. Instant, click to leave. Trish is gone. Because I'm not, that had me so shaken up for days after that happened on our show. I mean, I felt like I was going crazy, storming through my house. Like, okay, I've got to cleanse my house. Because when it happened, I thought, oh no, something got attached. And then when I heard you guys say, no, we heard it too, I was like, okay, it wasn't just me. Because I've just been having so much craziness out in the field here lately that I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit. Like I was on in our backstage with my dad a few nights ago, and it was actually getting close. It was about around this time. And I'm like, do you hear that? And at first he's like, no. And I'm like, there's this weird noise that keeps shaking my house. It's not a helicopter. They're not flying tonight. There's no fields right now, so there's no field artillery. It's just weird noise. It doesn't sound like a helicopter or a regular plane. And it put off this noise that shook my whole screen door, shook into my living room. My husband goes, I heard it that time, and I can verify that is not a plane. That is not a helicopter. That's something I've never heard before. And it just so happened my dad had heard it at that time. And then a few nights later, we heard it again, and we're like, what the hell? So I'm just like, I feel like I'm going crazy. And the last Sunday when we were down in Colson, and we did a video first, which we got some pretty great howls in it, and a huge, and I mean huge, splash in the water. I just lost my train of thought just now.
Huge splash in the water.
Earlier, we heard this weird noise that I've never heard being out in the woods before. Like I've heard a predator rattle, before, but this was like somebody was calling their dog, like they were going. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I look at Andy's wife, I'm like, you heard that, right? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, that it's like somebody's calling their dog. We were the only
Squirrels do that, you know.
in that campground. We come home, and the next morning, me and my daughter heard this loud, like, train horn. Just me and her heard it. And then a few minutes later, we hear, and I'm like, all right, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
Well, I mean, at least you were hearing that shit. I was hearing backup beepers in the middle of the fucking woods.
Dude, I don't
Like,
know
I
what.
would raise up and roll my window down, and I'm like, there's no damn backup beeper. And I'd roll my window back up, and I'd lay back and hear the damn beeper again. I raised back up, and it was gone. And I thought I was going fucking crazy.
I've heard that.
I don't like it.
I
No,
mean,
you
that
know,
must Bigfoot must have an awful big ass if he's got a beeper on it when he's backing up.
I just said my extra prayers, and I sleep with my cross in my house. Here we go. I'm talking about prayers, and you pop up this. You're going to hell for that.
Trish, that noise
sleep.
in your house was Krampus.
You know, I'm starting to believe it because I've been having some bad behavior out of my kid, my son, and I'm telling you.
Now, all jokes aside, okay? Everybody here knows what we do. If I'm walking through the woods and I see that fucking coming towards me, I'm gone. I'm gone. I'll do Dog Man. I'll do Bigfoot. I'll do any fucking thing, but no. I'm telling you right now, no.
And you know what else terrifies me? And it terrifies. I see. I can't even talk tonight because this is how shaken up that this has got me. We just had Elijah Henderson on our show, and Elijah was telling me a story that somebody saw something in the area where I live, and I'm not gonna say. Well, everybody knows I live on a post of a goat man. And then I'm hearing these damn noises, and I'm like, I don't like this. I want to stick to my dog man, Sasquatch, those cryptids. You know, I don't even mess with ghosts anymore. And then, you know, now I'm hearing this, and then I keep replaying that story he told me in my head, and I'm like, I don't like this, like at all. So I sleep with a cross in my hand, and I've been saying extra prayers. I'm also considering having somebody come in to help me cleanse my house because there's been some wild things going on lately. Wow.
What you got to do is you got to put Doug on one side, Mike on the other side, and you in the middle. So it gets those two before it gets you.
Don't worry, Tricia. After the 23rd, you won't have to worry about it no more. He's coming to get you.
Now, I'm actually really excited for that show because I do like
I am too.
Krampus stories and stuff. I watch all the festivals on YouTube that they do, and they're pretty cool. I don't know, the look of it. It's the look of it that really freaks me out.
If you watch the movie The Red One, and I'm not a big rock fan, but it actually shows Krampus at his best. It's not like the movies where he comes down the chimney and kills everybody in your family, throws blood over your presents and all that. Krampus is really cool. If you watch that movie, The Red One, Krampus is in that movie with Santa Claus and The Rock, and it's a pretty good movie. I think that'll make you feel better.
But you know, talking about hearing things and stuff, I have a clip of that show. This show is only on Channel 12. I'm going to play a clip of it here. This is just a short clip. So maybe you can go over to Channel 12 and watch that full show. It was pretty interesting. I mean, especially this picture.
Yeah. Yep. All right, Susie, can you hear us now?
I can hear now. See, one of my friends called, Karen, and it messes up my sound. Yeah. So I said, I'm on a show. Don't.
I'm gonna get some tape here and tape you right here to the.
There you go. There you go. Taper down. Taper down. Taper
All right,
down.
I got your answer now.
Ancestry goes back to Odin, the Allfather. I'm a direct descendant. My last name is the Allfather. And so I come at things from a Norse perspective. Because in the Norse perspective, everything was frozen in ice. And out of the ice was Ymir, a giant that melted out of this ice, and there was a cow, and then there was a man. And then this is where
Susie, wait. Don't say anything.
Susie, you're talking in a demonic voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Beelzebub is channeling through you right now.
Yeah, like that. Oh.
I have never heard you do that before.
Susie, hold on, I'm gonna peel this tape off here.
Yeah, peel the tape off. Maybe that'll help.
I got the tape off here, Susie. Go
Try
ahead
it again.
Go out and come back in because I don't want to talk Satan.
She said,
I thought she was doing that on purpose.
No, I have never heard that before. She's on her phone.
Okay, I've got a live audience with me watching with us.
I was looking around live and trying to figure out who was saying that.
That's crazy shit.
Dude, I thought it was my computer, and I got up to grab me a beer to pour in my cup. And when I heard it, I ran to my computer because I had, my mom and my brother watching at like live audience. And I heard it and just froze in my computer like, oh, here we go. Heard it, and it scared the living daylights out of me. And I'm like, oh no, is that my computer doing that? So I started freaking out, completely forgot that my beer was in like the camera view because I was just in shock.
That's probably why we can't stream on TikTok.
That wasn't on TikTok.
I know, I'm just kidding. But no, to give this audience a little bit of perspective of what happened, the picture that was up on the screen, that black and white photo, was a serial killer that had kidnapped that lady. That's the same guy that kidnapped the guy from America's Most Wanted. What was his name? Randy?
That's right here.
It just
Walsh.
He was involved with the Walsh.
The Walsh
Mike Walsh.
Yeah. He was involved with that kidnapping, and they murdered that young man. And that started the whole thing, the America's Most Wanted series on TV, where John Walsh was trying to bring to justice serial killers and all these criminals and stuff. But that guy was the serial killer. He kidnapped her and told her that he was going to kill her. And then she was, honestly, Randy, on that show, she was his biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, but you missed the most important part of the story.
Yeah.
She said she started praying to God and she started running. And when she was praying, it was like he hit a force field. He couldn't come to her anymore. He stopped. He was trying to run to her and she ran to safety. And that night we did that show, Tracy Jones, who's my paranormal white witch, remember she saw his ghost in her house.
Yeah, she drew a picture of him. And we did a side-by-side comparison. That, like I said, that show was on our Channel 12 TV network, and it's on the full show. It's a really good one, and I'm sorry we didn't give it to you guys on YouTube, but we can't give you every show. We have to give Channel 12 shows too. So if you want to see it, Monsters Unleashed has got a bunch of videos over there that you've never seen over here. So, it's $9.99 a month, no contracts, cancel anytime. So if you want to go in there and binge watch the whole damn channel, you got your $10 worth. But just know that next week there's going to be new shows. So go ahead, Randy.
Not only that happened on the show, but Tracy Jones, who is my paranormal white witch, she was born a witch. She's not your wicked witch. She doesn't cast spells, but just about all of her shows in the past 2 months have been really scary with different stuff like that. Robert Effler, who was on your show, was a part of your team. We did a show, and his goat got its head twisted while he was on the show, and a demon came through our studio, locked down my computer, scratched and pulled the skin off of Tracy's arm. The other guy who was on the show got a upside down cross burnt on his belly. So all 4 of these things happened within 30 seconds. The show was closed down. It said my battery was full, but it said I had no battery life. We finally got back on the show. A lot of strange things happen on Channel 12 TV network. There you go, Trish. So watch us. I mean, we do have the real deal. That's why we have Monsters Unleashed on our show. They're the real deal. And that voice the other night scared the living Jesus out of me when she started speaking. I'm like,
I did.
Yep. I told her, I said, hell, you're channeling a demon. Beelzebub's channeling through you. I mean, you know, I keep a roll of tape here so I can tape people's asses to the screen. That's why Donna's still in here. I taped her up there. She can't go nowhere now. I'm not taking the tape off. I'm gonna keep her there until I get my date.
That girl Susie's now not doing shows anymore.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Wow. Yeah, she's not doing shows anymore because, and she says she's gonna try. She don't know why Tracy. I mean, he showed up at Tracy saw him show up at her house. Tracy drew a picture of him, and then we found the real picture of him, and then she started speaking in that weird voice. So, you know, there's some really demonic things out there. So people need to understand that we're only bringing you the truth right here on Monsters Unleashed and Channel 12 TV Network. It's the real deal. You get to see some scary stuff. And believe me, I've seen some scary stuff in the past year.
Yeah, there's been some weird stuff. I'm telling you, I've seen some weird stuff since we've been doing this show. And you know that's Channel 12 TV Network .nowcast.cc.
Yes,
you can go to that, and I'll go right now and put that link in the comments here. Yeah, there's some weird stuff going on, people. Shit, I'm trying to put this in the comments.
Me and Jim was just talking about how they film all these movies, and that's how they spread the truth, is through the movies.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, and then I asked her, just randomly, I asked her, I was like, hey, I'm going to ask you a question. Because, she was telling me her story about the Sasquatch throwing a rock and everything. I was like, when you've been out in the woods, have you ever heard, like, a predator rattle? Like, the rattle from the Predator movie? She was like, that's so weird that you just asked me that. Actually, I have. She goes, and I've always been, like, afraid to tell somebody I've heard that. She's like, that's crazy that you just asked me that. And I'm like, yeah, I've heard it a couple of times. I don't know exactly what it is. I would like to find out from a distance, but I'm sure that whatever it is making that noise, it's either going to be up close and personal, or you ain't seen it at all.
Yeah. Channel 12's link is now in the comment in the description section on this video. Oh, look here, we got another fan of Donna on here. Don't worry, these nuts. Donna will be taped to this screen for a while, so we ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Trish, I did find out there is a monster that lives in the woods of the Appalachians. It is called the Rattler.
Okay.
It's a skeleton-type monster that eats bodies and souls, and when you hear it coming, it sounds like bone shaking.
Ew.
You can see it. It's called the 12 Most Scariest Monsters. It's on YouTube. It shows Bigfoot. It shows rakes. It shows a lot of stuff. But I never knew this until I watched this. It's called the Rattler. It shows a big yard skeleton type of monster that shakes bones before it kills you.
Ew.
Can't wait for you to come tell me a bedtime story, Randy.
Yeah.
Jesus, because we've heard that at least twice.
Yeah. Yeah, and those whistles, I don't know if Mark is still in here. but we heard some whistles the other day. And, you know, I've heard whistling in the woods before several times. Okay, so whistling in the woods isn't new to us. But this whistle was different. This whistle is, you guys ever watched the movie Hunger Games? You know, the whistle where they're like, I'm going to try to whistle. I have a cut vocal cord and I've caught on fire, so my lips are really crooked. But it was like a, I heard it 3 or 4 times. And Andy, if I'm not mistaken, did you hear it? Yeah, and I believe his wife heard it. And they were probably about 50 yards from me. I was just by myself up for, above them. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I've got a good idea what it was.
I get on the radio and I tell Andy, I'm like, please tell me you heard that whistling. He goes, yep. And I'm like, what is that? And he goes, I don't know, but we got movement. I hear movement up in front of us, which would have been behind me. And I'm like whispering in the radio. I'm like, yeah, whatever this is, sounds like it's right up on me. So I turn around and I don't see shit. Nothing. And
Trisha,
what?
Does it sound like it could come from this?
No, please, no, stop. Stop. Anyways, prior to us coming into the location where we were at, I had to use the bathroom. Okay, so we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no restrooms. So what's a girl gonna do? What is a country girl gonna do? We're gonna drop our drawers and squat and use it. And I made a joke, and I'm like, man, I might lure something in. Well, I think I may have, because when we come back out of there, now there was no mud on my tires. There was nothing on my tires. Nothing stuck to it. Nothing. It was clean. Like I could put food on there and eat off the top of my tire under my fender. That's how clean it was. We come back out of there after hearing those whistles, and then they heard the movement, and there is a ball of hair, wadded up hair in a perfect ball shape, just sitting on the top of my tire underneath my fender. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Didn't see anything. So we're standing there talking about it, and then we hear again. And I'm like, there's that fucking whistle again. There's nobody in the area that we're at. We drove the road multiple times that day, picking different areas in that location to go and explore and just kind of get familiar. And there was nobody hiking. There was no vehicles up in there, no four-wheelers up in there. Four-wheelers aren't even allowed up in there. There was nobody. It was just us and whatever was roaming that area at the time making that noise. But it blew our mind. I know, Andy, you got something to say. Go ahead and say it.
I forgot to tell you, when we went in there that afternoon, I made sure my body cam was on and recording when we started to walk from the vehicles towards the bay.
Uh-huh.
I did not get anything on that camera till we started walking up that creek bed. It's gone. Never there.
Huh.
And I forgot to tell you that.
Interesting.
Yeah, Trisha, I forgot
I verified it was recording before we went in there.
I'm going to be sending you those one of those body cams too that you wore on your backpack.
Yeah.
I forgot to throw that in that care package. I sent Trisha this big, huge box full of equipment and stuff, and and everything. But hey, look, we're coming up on the hour. We've got like 12 minutes left, and I'd like to go over our merchandise website. We just launched a merchandise website, and there's some awesome stuff in there. And people been asking about where they can get our merchandise and stuff like that. They like our hats and they like our shirts. The Monsters Unleashed shirts, and we got some really cool shit. So I'd like to show everybody. The link is in our description on this video where you can go to our store, but we got some cool stuff in there. And right now It's 25% off everything. And there's only 12 days left. And if you order it now, you'll get it before Christmas. So, and I mean, some awesome stuff. Hoodies, t-shirts, women's shirts, baseball style shirts, sneaky little Sasquatch stuff. Monsters Unleashed. Everybody's seen Patricia's black sweatshirt that she wears. Well, here's your chance to get you one. You can get it in a hoodie. You can get stuff for your kids. Sneaky Sasquatch. Well, that's not for your kids, but that's a cute coffee cup. Onesies, aprons, bags, water bottles, the whole 9 yards. This is our Bigfoot image here.
Hey, I've not seen it from this one. It looks good.
All different colors, like the claw mark thing, the logo that we have. That's badass. I ordered me one of those sweatshirts myself. I mean, we have tons of stuff on there. We have this one here. All different kinds. There's teddy bears. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. Kids and babies. Let's see here. Cuddle toys. Let's see. Check out the cuddle toys. You could change the collars of the shirts if you want. All different types of woodland creatures and everything. Bigfoot, dog men, teddy bears.
I am so getting my grandchild one of those.
Yeah, there's just all kinds of stuff in here. Really good quality shirts. A fair price. Like I said, you get 25% off, so it makes it worth it. So, jump in there and pick you up something. There's hats also. I mean, just anything you want. We do have a shipment of hats that we're waiting for now that we'll be selling, and you'll be able to contact us to get. Oh yeah, we got the merch, Catherine. We got the merch. The link is in the description of the video. Some awesome stuff. We're trying. This money is not to go in our pockets. Okay, the money from this merch goes back to our expeditions. It pays for our gas. It pays for our memory cards, which we go through quite a bit of them. It pays for hotel stays if we need to go out of town. I mean, we do this for free. Right now, I'm producing this show on my dime. I pay for the studio and all that stuff. It costs me a lot of money. It really does. I'm putting a few $100 a month in just bringing shows for free to people because YouTube doesn't pay us anything. So, not right now anyways. But, get a coffee cup, buy keychain, anything. It helps. And we're going to start doing festivals and stuff. And that's going to cost us money to print T-shirts and everything to take to festivals and hats and stuff like that. So, you guys supporting us helps us bring more to you. And I'd like to see us grow big where we've got, right now we're in Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, Ohio now. We've got people in Ohio. So, we're in 4 states. I'd like to see us in 50 states eventually. I'd like to see a division of Monsters Unleashed in every state.
Well, Monsters Unleashed is being showed around the world on Channel 12 TV network. So come out and see these guys. I'm telling you, people, you don't know what you're missing.
So they say that your best salesman is yourself. So I hope that I sold you something from the merchandise, because I'm telling you what, you're not going to beat the deal. And if you get it anywhere else, then it's not from us. So if you don't get it from that link right there, then you're not getting it from us.
Also, Jennifer from Creepy Culture, she has her own merch site too on Spreadshop as well. I don't have the link here, or else we would bring it up. If Jennifer, if you know the link, please share it.
Or send it to me, and I'll put it on the description on this video too. You
Okay.
can do that.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I really love Jennifer. She, like, the moment I, talked to her on the phone, there was just this connection. We had a lot of similarities, things that she's been through, I've been through, my dad has been through, just weird things happening to us, from the time I was little and continuing till now. And my dad wrote books on his stories of things that he has experienced and the weird things that, has happened to him. And we just had that connection. And I think the world of Jennifer. And I'm sorry we got a little off topic with you, because I know this show was about you, but it really is in order to have you on here. And I do appreciate you for taking the time and being on here with us. And I'm looking forward to doing more work with you, hopefully in the field. Hopefully.
Right.
I'm going to get you out there. We're going to get you out there when you have your 10 millimeter.
Right.
I wish I could buy one, but I can't.
Well, I think we'll call it a show right here, and we're going to let Randy close the show for us tonight, because Randy is our friend. And tonight, after Randy closes the show, we have a special outro, and it's not our normal outro, and I hope that y'all stay to listen to it all. But Randy, let it go, brother.
Well, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for watching Monsters Unleashed, which is the #1 cryptic show in America right now. And on Channel 12 TV network, it's growing bigger and bigger every day. I'm blessed to have the Unleashed team. It's a family team to have Trish and Michael and Andy and I'm sorry guys if I'm missing some names here, but the whole team out there, it's a blessing to have you guys on our show. Watch Channel 12 TV network. We do have a lot of Christmas movies on there, talk shows that you're not going to see anywhere else. Tracy Jones, my cryptic #1 show. The things she comes up will scare you. It scares the hell out of me. And when you start talking about people talking demonic and things that happen, it happens right here on Channel 12 TV network. And don't forget, Channel 12 TV network also has a store that you can go to. It is Channel 12 TV network .printful.me. That's Channel 12 TV network .printful.me. And check us out on Channel 12 TV network .nowcast.cc. We've always got a lot of great things coming. We got 6 new shows coming in January from Australia, the UK. Don't see anywhere else. And I am so happy and so glad to be friends and be a part of Monsters Unleashed. God bless each and every one of you. God bless America. And we'll see you all next time right here on Monsters Unleashed.
So, Randy, I asked you earlier in the green room. I said, Randy, do you care if I use any video that you've done on Monsters Unleashed? And you said, no, use everything.
Yes.
So you had a talent from people that not a lot of people know in this field, but some people do know that you also like to sing. So good night, Randy.
When no one else could understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation. You give me strength to carry on, and you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. Wonder of you. And when you smile, the world is brighter. You touch my hand and I'm a king. Your kiss to me is sound